about you?
Decent. Decent. What about you?
I had to work for a little bit.
Dude,
I worked
nice.
for 4 hours. It was solid.
Nice. That knee I sent you.
My knee?
No.
Oh yeah, dude. I showed everyone,
no
at work.
No matter what you do in life, you're just a piece of meat on a table by the time you die. You know? I should have said I was at work and it was just a knee. Like
there's just a fucking just straight.
Shit.
Yo, Killer Gamer Girl. First comment.
I'm starting to think this person's not real. She's here every minute.
Dude, she's here literally every minute. I'm here this time. Are you actually gonna call in this time? That's the question. All right. So today's topic, please, first before we get into it, add us on Snapchat, Team and Sandy PB. Don't ask us questions, and the live stream is not going, but you guys can call us up live. And we can talk, and you guys can ask questions and all that good stuff. Today, we have special guest Nathan. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Say anything you want to say.
Hey, what's up? I'm Nathan. I'm at MSU. That's my life right now.
You're a ref.
And I'm also a ref, yeah.
That's the main theme of this episode.
Over an hour to be here?
Yeah, hour and a half. Dead Box, episode 4, if you lost count at all.
I'm also really bored, and this is my best option. So
yeah.
Fair enough. So... Captain Canada says hi. Hello, everyone in the comments. So today we're going to be talking about refs and the referees of paintball, how they affect the game, woods ball, speed ball, walk-on play, big games, the whole 9 yards. We've all been referees, so we're all going to talk about. Nathan here is an active referee right now. Jacob is just a box bitch.
Yeah, right. I'm ref Friday. I ref last weekend.
Yeah, I don't want to hear
Shane's not here right now. He might not be here.
Okay, so we're gonna go a little off topic. The first good question from Ben is favorite current porn stars.
Oh, there's just so many.
Yeah, I watch a menagerie of
really
people. Yeah.
Name one.
Alexis Texas.
I don't.
I heard that's Travis's favorite.
Yeah, there you go.
Wait, so Travis lies about his age when he goes on and asks if you're 18
Yeah,
years
dude,
older?
believe it or not, like the porn police are not cracking down if you're really 18 or not.
Really?
Yeah. Dude.
Really?
I mean, not like they used to. When I was 16 and I said I was 18, do my front door.
I was about to say, they came to my front door.
Yeah, they're like, hey, we're watching you. All right. Do that
put
again.
A fucking piece of tape over that lens.
Yeah, dude. Either you're on like a porn website or even like if you're on Disney.com without your parents' permission.
Oh, dude, Disney. Yeah, you can buy shit. You can buy shit off of Disney's website without any parents' permission, dude.
Yeah, dude.
That shit was fucking wild.
Dude, I need fucking glasses. I can't see shit.
You don't need to add your age. Yeah, see, even Skylar. That's the kid from Living Legends, dude. He's probably like 15 or 16 now. All right, sweet. So I see all these comments rolling in about how everyone's a ref. So here in a little bit.
When you call in, if you're a ref.
We're looking for the refs.
Yeah, we're looking for refs if you're either have ref before or are a consistent ref.
Skylar is 15 and he says that he does not have to put in his age in on Pornhub.
That must be because with my premium account, I just get automatically signed in. So they know my age.
Dude,
they know I've been an active member for at least 10 years.
Page.
Yeah.
I love right around Valentine's Day because Pornhub Premium is free, dude.
It's true. You get a week of free premium.
It's great, dude. Who needs a girlfriend when you got Pornhub Premium?
That's true.
It's called a hand.
I'm not a ref, so I'm not going to call in. Killer Gamer Girl, you are a Giller. Why do I always say gamer? Killer Giller Girl. There we go. I don't care if you're not a ref. If you can call in. Why pay?
Support your local porn sites,
fine.
All right? That's why.
That's fine if you can't call in. Whatever. We'll get a day where we can do it during the day.
Yeah, dude. You see, go down 75 Lions Den and all that. You see it all the time.
Lions Den, adult bookstore.
AdamandEve.com.
All right, so we are going to second question. What do you think of MadFed? I saw that you had a TCR. What happened? All right, we're gonna get to ask that question later. I think MadFed is cool. Magazine, MagFed. I think it's cool. But anyways, Nathan, go ahead and talk about your reffing experience, how you got into it, anything you want to add about being a ref.
All right, when I was I think it was 13 or 14 when I first started to play paintball, I went out to my local field. I lived about 3 minutes away from Lone Wolf West, so I'd go out there all the time.
I like how Jackson knows that you can get a free trial of Pornhub Premium without a credit card or an age.
Nice. He's ahead of us.
This guy's living in 2028.
Yeah.
Anyways, keep going.
Yeah, so whenever I'd go out there and play, when I'd run out of paint for the day, I'd go up to I think Seth. Yeah, Seth was the walk-on or the walk-on ref at the time. I'd go up to him and be like, "Hey, give me the camera. Go out there with you, get shot at." So they'd give me. I just went out there, didn't even have like a vest on or any of that shit. I just went out there, took pictures, had a good time, and then eventually DJ, it's like, "Hey, you want to start like kind of working, kind of ref a little bit?" So Seth trained me up, Jack trained me up. I think Jacob tried to train me up, but the box kept going. So
the box needed me.
Yeah, the
Didn't get
box
much from him.
bitch. Yeah, the box bitch.
But yeah, so I think that was back in 8th grade. Now I am a freshman in college. So
Captain Canada, we already did that in like the whole first episode.
what was it?
The paintball wars in Detroit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
What 8 people got arrested, something like that?
I don't know. It could honestly been a lot worse. Like people been, arrested wise. But all right, Jacob.
We're talking about how I got into reffing.
Yeah, and just like reffing in general.
Okay, so me and Jake started playing paintball around the same time.
We
probably
did. Yeah.
when I was you're like 2 years older than me, right?
How old are you right now?
20.
Yeah,
You're 22.
years
Yeah.
older.
So when I was about 14 or probably 14, Jake was like 16, and he just started reffing at Lone Wolf West.
Yeah.
Hey yo, I'm one of those Jewish people.
Oh yeah,
let you know.
he's Jewish, so we got some diversity in here.
Nice.
It's not
But
all just white
Jake
here.
started reffing, and I won't get into that so we can talk about it. But soon after, when I was about 2 years later, I was 15 or 16, I was able to start reffing at Lone Wolf West, just like Nathan did. And it was a big change. I mean, because I was playing there for a long time. And so after that amount of time, the field in and out, and basically everyone who goes there. And so it was a very easy transition into reffing. Luckily, Lone Wolf West had a lot of decent refs, especially Terry was still working there by the time we were working there. I think.
Yeah.
And
Dude, Terry was at Living Legends.
Yeah, no, I saw him at talk to him.
Yeah.
And Terry's one of the best damn refs at West. When
Terry
he
was
there.
great.
He was a great ref.
Dude, Terry was
I've only
like-
met him a handful of times.
Dude,
Never got to
Terry
work
and
with him.
Corey were literally the best. Corey was all about customer service. Like he would fill your tank for you,
That's dope. Yeah.
and then he would
I
bring
try.
it out to you. Like
Yeah.
you didn't have to stand around and wait.
There were, at the time,
I don't know
when we
how
were
Corey
starting
did it.
working, there were good people to train us.
Dude, I don't know how Corey did it because I knew which. Yeah, man, just look there. I'll get it for you.
Yeah.
He would fill it up, and all of the CO2 tanks would look the same, and he would always bring back the right one to the right person. Like,
Plus, sometimes when you're new, it was tricky to fill up those tanks.
Yeah, I'm
It
happy.
was.
I'm happy they stopped.
I ref last weekend. 5 to 6 years I've been working at Lone Wolf, and I don't ref as much. I work more of the front desk in the box. But I mean, reffing it's a fun job. I mean, like if I could just ref and get paid like a normal a career would, I don't see why you
dude,
wouldn't
not
want
even
to.
a fucking
Yeah.
question.
Yeah, dude, it's so fun. And I think, which is a subject I want to talk about later, I think it's super important to have good refs at fields. Not only for woods
the
ball,
staff, yeah.
but for speedball, in which I think Jake wants to talk about speedball and refs.
Yeah.
But it's incredibly important to have really good refs that are friendly and they know what they're doing. Because I've been to places where refs just don't know what the hell they're doing,
right.
and they don't know what's going on. And I've even seen refs that have never played paintball before, but they just ref it and they don't play. And I think playing paintball is a huge part of ref. If you're a ref, you should know how to play paintball and you should know the game, because I've seen a ref.
You have to teach the people.
Yeah, you have to teach them, and you have to know the game to know the safety and all the rules. And when you've never played, you know who I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
And
I almost said it.
yeah.
That was bad.
And if you don't know how to play
wasn't
and you've
Magfed
never
a little bit.
played, I don't see the point of the ref.
can
I
talk
kind of went off
basics.
on a tangent, but
Dude,
reffing
so
is cool. It's important.
For some reason, I think next live stream, we're gonna have to have a MagFed player come because there's so many MagFed people in here right
Who do
now.
we have?
I don't know, but there's MagFed wise, I could talk to one of
I was about to
Oliver.
say, I can talk to 6, but I don't know.
You think Oliver's gonna want to come here?
Nah, dude, there's no way.
I don't know. I think Oliver would. He is such a cool guy.
He totally
is,
would. If
but
I
were you
could
there
get
when he-
those two people, if I could get them to come, oh, dude, Doug would be perfect for it.
I was just thinking that Doug's played a lot of Mag.
Doug would be
Is he
perfect
here
for
yet?
that.
When's he
He's
coming to Oxford?
He's closing on his house. So
when
he's
Doug
buying
gets
his,
back home,
we'll do a MagFed
we'll have a
episode
Mag
just
episode
with
because
Doug.
he when he used to play all the time, he would play with his dam and he would play.
Yeah,
He
played
played a
MagFed.
lot of MagFeds.
All right, so first off, this is a question for Nathan. Phoenix Plays 15 asks, what does Nathan think about the whole paintball slowing down problem? So we were talking a little bit about it last week, like if we think paintball is like,
yeah, I was.
And as a
dying.
ref, you've seen
Yeah.
walk-on
What do you
and stuff
think?
like
So
that.
like I said, at least at our field, I feel like the two Lone Wolves have switched. I see more private parties at Lone Wolf West and now more walk-ons at Lone Wolf East, where it was completely opposite. We used to never have any we used to have always walk-ons, but no private parties.
The way I see it right now is that I feel like paintball is like as an industry is going through a lot of changes. For some people, they think that they've hit like the pinnacle of like markers. Like, where can we go from here to possibly make
And
this
they
better?
keep on doing shit.
But I feel like a lot of times like autocockers, like I picked up an autococker last year, and I feel like it's kind of doing like a 180. So I feel
Right.
like I don't know if it's going through a slow period necessarily, but I feel like people are just kind of changing their play style. And some people I think DJ was talking about it. A lot of people show up to one big game or two big games a year.
And shoot less than a case.
Yeah, instead of coming out for weekends. and
See,
just
that's
playing
what I
weekends.
wanted to talk about on MagFed. I wanted to say, like, do you think MagFed and Pump, not so much Pump, but the changes of like MagFeds and the autocockers coming back, going to slow down paintball even more?
I don't think it's going to slow down. I think it opens up the variety of paintballs a lot more, because it's like
Think
for
so?
me, when I started playing paintball, my parents never gave me money to play. It was whatever
Right.
I had. So it's like when I had a speedball gun, I'd blow through cases of paint, and that's
Right.
how I ended up starting to ref. So I guess that worked out.
But that's why there's never any Pump tournaments.
yeah.
around.
But it's like now I play.
You can't hold a
and
Pump tournament when you sell 5 cases of paint for
Yeah.
10 teams.
Well, it's like do they still do that at Living Legends? They used to.
They
like
do
a-
the
They
Pump
do,
games, yeah.
they do, but it's different for Legends because they would always do it on like a Friday. They would always
Yeah.
do it on Friday. They would have an open mag. They would have pistol and they would have
Yeah.
pistol mag fed, and then they would have an all pump game. And then at the end, they would combine everything. They'd combine pump, pistol, and everything. They had like an all pistol game, and like they would have like the draw thing where you
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was
Oh,
really
that was
cool.
cool. Oh, yeah, and I think I talked about somebody said Phantom in chat last week. I was watching. This is my Phantom. This thing's fucking. I love this thing.
That makes
As
sense.
it is.
But I do think.
Right.
Saying, are they maybe slowing down?
I'm not
I
saying
think it just
slowing-
brings a whole different, like,
Yeah.
not
it
different
brings a
'cause it's
whole
been done.
aspect into the
It
game.
brings a different style.
Right, it
Yeah.
brings a different
Absolutely.
style, but say the future of paintball is going towards MagFed and Pump and autocockers because
Well-
a lot of mech is coming out right now.
Yeah, I feel like
2-3 years ago, there was no mech
Yeah.
guns being released.
I feel
Now there's a shitload of mech guns coming out.
Yeah, actually, I want to try the GMAX. Speaking of that, but
Right. You
uh,
got Shocker that's
yeah.
coming out with one. The GMAC, the GTech has one. Simon Stevens is pumping out a lot of fucking
Yeah.
autocockers.
Mm.
More pump. CCM is like killing it right now. So, yeah. Anyways, let's get back to the ref topic.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
talk about your roughing because I talked about.
You're going on the bottom. Let's see.
Hold on. This is a good. I'm gonna do. Michael, I'm not blowing off your question. Just ask it a little bit later. We're on a little bit of a topic
I
right
want
now.
to talk
We'll
about.
get there.
Are you talking about that one? Which one?
Yeah, okay, I'm
That
a
was
beginner
beginner.
paintball, so can you give me some pointers on how to begin? I have no idea where to start. We actually made a video on that. Go check it out. Well, we can talk about that.
Yeah,
once,
definitely hold on to that question. That's really good.
we'll do that. We'll go around the horn with that question.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Um,
good talk about you though, and then we'll get to
Yeah.
the.
So-
Once Jake talks about his reffing, we'll get to the reffing questions.
So the reason why I started reffing was because I started reffing when I was like 15 or 16. And the reason why is like when Jake and I first started playing paintball, we didn't have like the high end shit. We were going out there with like Titman 98 customs.
you had a Titman with the AK-47 shroud on it.
Yeah, I didn't even have
Yeah.
the stock because I couldn't get the
You just
stock
had a
to fit
front
on.
that looked like an AK, and the
Dude, I
back was,
was-
just nothing.
The back was just straight up a Titman 98 custom. I'd use my
Yeah,
tank as a
you
stock.
had a 98 and I had an A5.
Yeah,
Yep.
and you had an M4 A5.
Yeah.
Dude, and I looked like such a fucking noob back then too. It was great.
Actually, can I
But-
say something real quick?
Yeah.
Because I feel like if companies started to pump out really like high end, not high end, but like really nice,
Woods ball guns.
yeah, just like not even like super like this cheap guns. Like if they remodeled the 98,
Right.
revamped it,
Right.
because that's what I feel like. A lot of new people are seeing all these high end guns that want to jump on that. When really you should start with a 98, go from there.
Oh, for sure.
All right, go back to what you're saying. Sorry.
All right, hold your. People are calling. Shit, ton of people are calling. Call it when we'll get to the phone calls in a minute. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, so like I was playing with a lot of shitty gear, and I was playing like once, maybe at the most twice a month when we used to play, when we started playing when we were like 13, 14 years old. Because for one, we didn't have the money, And two, I mean, we're 13, 14 years old, so we always had to have our parents drive us everywhere. Yeah, dude, isn't that pen lit?
Yeah, dude, this is cool.
So, whenever I wanted to play, I would have to we would take turns. Like I would go to Jacob's house, and then like Jacob's parents would drive us like 1 week to the field and pick us up, and then like the next week, my parents would take us or some shit like that. So when I started reffing was because we started playing paintball more seriously, and we started getting into it, and my parents didn't pay for all my paintball shit. So I was like, hey, yo, get me working. I started working, and basically all the money that I made on paintball, I put right back into my paintball.
That's what happened.
Like, say I made $80 a week, I would go and I'd buy a case, which was $40-$50 or whatever. I'd buy 2 cases, and I'd ref one day, I'd work one day, and then I would go and play the next day. So I was literally at the paintball field Saturday and Sunday, either working or playing. If I worked twice, I would keep that extra money and I'd put it towards my car. That's how I bought my car, and I had other jobs that helped me buy my car, and then I was driving to and from the field, all that stuff. So that's why I started roughing, and that was like the main reason. And so this is actually a good question. What's your worst reffing experience?
I was about to say, if you guys already got
Dude,
one.
that's you. That's
Yeah,
all
go
you.
ahead.
You're ready.
Yeah, so every once in a while, it's not always little kids, but
I was gonna say little
the
kids,
young,
dude.
unexperienced players who don't have a trigger discipline.
Little, not
those-
like 13, 14.
Yeah,
We're
well,
talking
it's-
like 10. Like
well,
right
not
at
even
the
10.
barrier.
Like sometimes they're 13 and 14. The kids are like, "Oh my God, is there a blackout? Where are my attack dogs?" Those are the kids that give me trouble. But the other ones, like when they're younger, so like if they're like 11 or 12, like just at the age where they can actually use a 98, so like a little splat master.
Right.
The one time that really sticks out was in Uptown. I was doing a paint check on a kid. I ran up to him I'm like, "Hey, ref incoming, paint check." And as I walk around the corner, he goes and shoots me right like on the inside of the thigh.
Oh, dude, nice.
from literally like from that far away. Oh, it was
I would
that was a good experience.
I have a really good one, and I
Go
can't
for it.
wait to talk about it.
Yeah,
Do you want
My favorite my I can't. You're gonna die laughing.
I heard it.
Yeah, when I had to ref the deaf kids party.
Oh my God, yeah, dude.
Oh, dude, can we do a best
Dude,
ref experience
Nick-
after this shit? Oh.
Dude, Nick, that fucking asshole, dude. So I don't think you guys understand how hard. Okay, so like I've refed Mexican people,
Oh,
Spanish speaking
dude,
people.
same. Oh my
That
God, the
group
soccer
is
team.
terrible.
Oh my
We
God.
have
Because
a
they don't
group
speak
that comes
English.
once a year that does not speak English that well.
Okay,
At all.
that's the worst
None.
experience. Oh my
None,
God.
not at all. And so you can't it's so hard to talk to them. Like you're yelling game over, but they're all just like they look at you like you're a fucking
Yeah, no,
retard.
you just
But
go-
we had a group of deaf people.
Oh
come out to the
my
field.
God, dude, the deaf kids. It wasn't bad. There's definitely probably the most fucking retarded experience I've ever seen was when Nick and I were reffing, and the guy got shot right in his goggle, and Nick is like, "You're out, you're out," and the guy pulled his mask off and like looked at it and was like, "Oh shit, I got hit." And Nick, we're like, "What the?" And had to fucking tackle the guy like, "What the fuck?" In the middle of the fucking field. But there was this deaf group. There was probably about 25, 30 of them.
And
so
Nick and I were playing against them.
they were playing.
Yeah.
And so poor Nick, he was using my Phantom, this poor deaf kid. He literally got ass raped by
the
Nick.
kid never heard Nick coming.
Nick literally, because Nick had it on video.
Yeah,
we never
we had it on our
uploaded the
own
video
video.
because it was so bad. So there's the 2-story building. Nick was underneath the 2-story building, running around and yelling underneath the 2-story building to Jacob or to me or something, and he heard the kid above him, but the kid couldn't hear Nick yelling and screaming and running around. So Nick looks up in between the cracks of the board and sees the guy was there and takes the barrel of my Phantom, sticks it between the cracks of the
And the
of
kid was
2-story.
crouching. Nick shot him right up the ass.
Dude, he's literally
Dude.
crouching.
You just hear,
He was literally crouching like in a full squat. Nick basically takes the barrel 2 inches from this poor deaf kid's asshole and shoots him right in the fucking shitter. Dude, like
Dude, I've done that one time. Holy
there is
shit.
insertion into the kid's butthole.
the kid screamed so loud. I felt so bad because I mean Nick was making a ton of noise.
Oh,
but the kid
that's
couldn't
so
hear him.
bad.
And Nick the kid stood no chance.
It was-
I had a group of deaf people come once, and it was actually a good experience because
Who
this
the
is a different group. And I had to bend the rules a little bit. We were the only ones on the
This
field.
guy's a fucking retard.
And so, I mean, whenever we weren't
that's why I
playing,
said
I had
Spanish,
I had her masks off because she was deaf, but she could read lips.
right.
And so when we weren't playing, we would be on the field and I could actually talk to her. But they were good. I think what it was is I had 3 flags, and I think we did it with the other group. And like one flag and like a
You
green
raised it to
flag
red.
meant like
End the game.
red flag was end of the game, white flag was like pause, and a green flag was go.
Yeah, go. Or
And
some
it was
shit.
actually a good experience. As for my worst group, it was probably like that Mexican group that came out, or
Yeah,
there's
it's
like
hard
we
to
get a
talk to
couple
people.
group like
not
it's
even
insane because I over this past weekend I refed a group of honestly I think they lied on their waivers. I don't think they were like 10 because you have to be 10. I think they're honestly 8 or 9 or something like that. Best group I've had in a long time. And we had another group that was at the field, 2 private games going at the same time. It was a group of 8 17-year-olds, and my group of 10-year-olds straight up called that group retarded because they couldn't even keep their masks on, and my group was
This is the
keeping
weirdest
their
game
masks
show
on
ever.
all
I
of
can
that.
after this.
So I've had good groups,
Good.
but you have
That's
those bad
acceptable.
groups that just lift their masks, and for some reason
Yep.
you will yell at them and yell at them, keep your mask down, and they will look at you, lift their mask, and be like, "What?"
Yeah.
or "What are you talking about?"
That's
and
happened.
then
That's happened a lot.
they shoot you, and it's just
Lone wolf
bad
paintball,
groups that
everything
don't follow the rules,
Yeah.
and they do not care at all.
Who's this lone wolf paintball guy?
Dude, that's probably fucking Mark. I bet that Mark definitely tunes in. When I was paintballing a few months back, I was a ref, came up and said, "Hit me." How many times do you guys get shot while reffing? That
Oh,
depends upon what you're doing.
Yeah.
That really depends upon what you're reffing.
Sometimes you get groups with like an itchy trigger finger,
Yeah.
and they'll shoot at
sometimes-
anything that
Yeah.
moves.
Well, actually-
Sometimes you can literally announce yourself as a ref, and you can
Yeah,
be
just
running
take a
through the
shot.
field, and people will be like, "Clock, clock, clock,
Yeah.
clock, 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 clock," and you just fucking wailing on you across the field.
Yeah. I think red, white, and blue is one of the most hectic ones. 'cause
Or even when you play
Alien
Nor-
Invasion.
if you play
Well,
Normandy,
Alien's
Well,
fun.
anytime
yeah.
you're refing a game on the hill,
Actually,
you get lit up.
Yeah,
honestly,
anything
that-
on that hill.
when I was reffing Normandy once, and when I called game over, it was at the time I was wearing Di-4s, which if you know, like cover like up to there.
Oh, dude.
So after the game was over, somebody on the bottom of the hill shot me literally right here.
Yep.
And that was probably the worst time I've ever got shot as a ref. But
I
not the
think
worst
Mark.
experience.
It was either Mark or Tony. It's definitely not
So wait,
Tony
just
because it's
wait for the
past Tony's.
sarcasm.
It's definitely past Tony's bedtime. Everything is old and everything is old is new again. So
Yeah.
the trend is a cycle. I agree.
Mark's trying to say that he's old, but he's kind of getting his youth back.
Yeah,
Is what
dude,
he's
he is
getting
getting
at.
his youth back. That guy, man. he
Mark,
can
we
go hard.
understand you're coming back. You're not that old. We get it.
Is the variety killing paintball though? Because if
I don't
people are
I don't
only
think
going
so.
for certain types,
I think it's
like
just new
Blitzball or
styles,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah.
Well, no, I feel like it confuses new players. Like when my first gun that I ever got because I thought it was cool, or because it was cool, but it was an Azone Blitz Evo, and it was the Captain
Oh,
America thing.
yes.
That thing was a piece
Ben
of
comes
garbage.
up. Ben brings up a good point about the whole MagFed thing with the whole like anti-gun movement. I think MagFed is making like a bad image on the general public. People think it's more firearms. I could see that.
Yeah, but I mean,
I'm-
they also make guns like the mods for the Titmans where they snap on. It does not look like a real gun. at
Yeah, I
all.
mean, I never really like. I get what you're saying, but I've never really heard anyone say like these paintball guns look. I mean, because paintball guns really don't look like real guns.
well, yeah, it's
at
kind of
all.
hard when you have like a barrel land.
Yeah, because at the time, like if you have a die dam, sure.
well,
But I mean,
right,
most
yeah.
guns, like when you have like you slap a hopper on there and you slap your
Yeah.
tank on there,
I don't know. I mean,
it looks
a
like
couple
paintball
weekends ago,
gun.
were you there when the guy had the actual like the legit sniper?
No,
Like,
was it a custom made
no,
one?
Yeah,
Oh,
dude,
dude.
it was a legit sniper. Like I say that paintball snipers aren't really a thing unless you have first strikes, but this thing was. It was.
This guy had a
insane.
group of 16 Arabic guys. Only one spoke English, so
Yeah.
every fucking thing I had to tell them had to be slowly
I
translated.
had a group like that. Yep.
Yeah,
One
It's like
translator.
The Mexican soccer team that always
Ah,
comes
it's
through.
Mark.
I
Yeah, don't
feel
they
like
have a
all
tran-
of us. I
yeah.
feel like all of us have had to ref them at least once.
Um,
Those are probably one of the worst.
Marty Boy on YouTube, no.
What was it?
Marty Boy Sauce Gang. Marty Boy Sauce Gang, cool. Or Maddie Boy. Okay, sure. Maddie Boy. Are we talking about Maddie from Detroit Paintball? You guys should see the meme-filled videos, paint check league.
Oh, wait, go the tackle thing.
Where
I was about to when the only time I've had to tackle one person, that was because their mask flew off. And I
Yeah.
had to dive on top of them, so it wasn't really. Tackling.
Yeah, that's the only time like you've ever really had to like get on. Anytime you really like
I mean, I've had to
had
jump
to
in front of
put
people.
like but put your hands on a player is
that's
like
generally a no.
yeah, but I'm talking like when their mask falls off
Oh,
and
yeah.
you grab one.
Yeah.
So
Other than
what
that-
I want to talk about
So
specifically,
if
and
you,
then we're
if
gonna
you,
open
if
up.
you put your hands on a player in a violent way, you're getting your
Oh
ass
yeah.
kicked.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, DJ
100%.
will kill
Yeah.
you. All right,
So what I want to talk about specific. So we talked about sort of us getting into refs and everything. We're gonna open up the phone lines here. I want to get some people that are refs and some players. I want to keep it towards refs as of right now.
unless if you have a really good bad ref experience, hit us up.
Right.
That
Yeah.
way just-
So the thing that I want to talk about is how do refs affect the paintball game? And what I mean in general is not so much tournament series. So for instance, like I just played a tournament this weekend. There was some people that, were talking about good calls versus bad calls. For me personally, I saw a bad call, but I saw a couple bad calls and I saw a couple really good calls. So for me, I was sort of like, I got really pissed off and was yelling at a ref. That's on me. I got a penalty that I definitely should have got a penalty on, but I mean, there was something that could have been prevented. But I want to talk about not so much the penalties and that kind of stuff, but I personally think that in general, I think the refs make the game run smoother than the game coordinators. 100%.
Oh yeah, I
on
mean,
the field.
I mean, like red, white, and blue style, like
Oh,
big game.
run
or,
right
like,
and blue. Yeah, I'm
like-
talking like CPX Living Legends. Other than like the behind the scenes,
I need to go.
once the
That's so
game
bad.
starts, I
Well,
feel like
one-
the coordinators don't do shit.
no one.
I mean they do.
the corners they
Hey,
get the
yeah.
game. They get
I
the
did
game.
get zapped. I got a
Um,
fucking dog collar put on me.
the game got like I mean the coordinators
Fuck
get the
off,
game
Jack.
going and all that, and they get the players there and they get the refs there. They get everything set. But once the game starts, the refs are the ones that control. They're the ones that
They
keep
literally
the
control
flow of the
game.
game.
Right.
If you have bad refs at a big game, no matter like Living Legends, a huge event, or a smaller big game,
Like, yeah, red, white, and blue.
if you have horrible refs, the game is
The game
not
just
gonna-
goes
The
out.
game goes
Right.
it's to shit. But if you have good refs, they keep the consistency of the game, the flow good, and they make good calls, and they are even just being friendly with the players and making jokes, stuff like that. Then everyone generally has a good time.
I
But-
completely agree with
Yeah.
that. And in terms of oh, hold on, we're getting a phone call. So I think generally just like refs in general, I think hold better. I don't know. I just think once the game starts, I think the event coordinators have a really good job of getting the event like together. But once like I said, like literally at Living Legends, I think after the game
Who knows?
starts, Hanu could just leave. What?
Someone asked why Katie's always on the floor when there's a couch right there.
Katie, why are you on the floor?
right.
She's
You
laying
couldn't
on
hear
the
that? She
fucking
said, "I like
futon
that."
mattress. The paintball scene at the fields that okay, yeah. So like the attitudes and like the attitudes of the refs, I think is like the number one thing. Is like so if you have like really pissed off, like really shitty refs, I think it takes you have to be really, really kind, and you have
Yeah.
to remember that you are your customer service when you're a ref at the end of the day.
It takes a lot to piss me off and to really get me mad when I'm reffing.
So
I've only blown my cap once, and it was at some guy who literally, it was literally like the ramp on rentals meme. He was doing that to an extent where I was getting people who were like covered head to toe, not even kidding.
Jack Slayton asks, how do you feel about the Lone Wolf West refs? I think they're fucking terrible. All right, we have
Yeah.
someone on the phone.
Awful. Especially
Hold on, we got
there's a ref
someone on the
called
phone.
Jack.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
dude, Jack
Nathan's
is a
pretty
terrible
trash.
ref.
Yeah, he's a pretty fucking.
All right,
shitty
what's
ref.
going on?
Yo,
Eric,
What's going on? Where are you calling from?
I am in Texas.
lit.
Wait, who is this?
Girl.
Who is it? Killer Gilla Girl?
Yeah.
No way. It's about
Yeah, it is.
time. So wait, who are you? So you're from Texas.
I'm from Texas.
How is the paintball in Texas?
Well, I'm from a really small town, so I have to go to like Dallas or somewhere around there. But I have a local paintball field that's actually in the town right
See,
next
that's
to mine, and it's in my town.
Butane
It's
torch, my
not
friend's torch it.
very like popular. Like it's hard to find people that want to go paintballing and everything. Like I barely have gear myself, and I barely got into it.
Oh
She knows
shit.
Eric Yee.
That's a
Yeah, I
really
was
big
gonna
thing.
say, have you seen this Asian dude named Eric Yee? He also plays
No,
in Texas.
dude, he's in a different country. He lives
Yeah,
in,
dude,
like,
he's
Yeah,
always in a
yeah.
different country.
That's one of the really big things. Hey, look, John's here.
Yeah, John is here.
The one really big thing is friend group wise. Like when I started, none of my friends wanted to play, and they still don't. So that's why I made friends with like mostly him because
So how did you get into paintball?
we're
Like,
coworkers.
so we never had a
Sorry.
We've never had a girl paintballer before. So, like, how have you, as a chick, how did you get into paintball?
Well, my brother started to get into paintball more of his like junior year in high school, and then I was a freshman. So I was like, this actually seems kind of cool. So I started to watch all the games and all the tournament play, and then I started to get into woods ball. And then I decided that I was gonna. I was like, hey, I could actually do this for myself. So I actually borrowed some gear. And then I got my gear to myself, and I found your channel. I found the Lone Wolf Paintball channel. I found other channels that I loved, and I just fell in love with playing paintball and going out.
How often do you get to play?
Not very often, maybe like once a month.
Oh shit!
I mean, that's better than some people though.
I mean, we don't play that often much either.
I mean, speak for yourself.
I mean,
Hey, listen.
I haven't played in a couple months.
So referees, have you ever had like a really shitty ref experience? Or I mean, do you think like a bad ref and a good ref can definitely like change how like a big game goes or something like that?
A bad ref and a good ref can definitely like change the mood of the game. Like it definitely gives it like a different vibe. So like if you have like a very like mad ref that's just like fucking piss off at everything, like you just seem like, oh yeah, they're gonna get you out all the time, like because they would just want to go home. Maybe they're just mad at everybody. But if you want somebody that's like actually there, like you can feel that they're like gonna make good calls. It like gives more confidence on like your side of
right.
Like,
yeah. So like as long as when they're actually like there participating.
If someone like
game,
really likes the sport, and they're really into paintball, they're gonna be
like we talked about the refs that like that are just there that like actually haven't played, like those.
Right, they're just there to collect a check.
Yeah.
No,
They don't really care.
The ones I really hate are the people who just stand on the side of the field and don't do anything. They'll go stand there and be like, oh yeah, players out. No, not you. The one,
yeah,
the one
stand on the back.
Terry was always really good about paintball.
Terry would literally run
into the field.
He didn't give a fuck. You can't be afraid to get hit.
Yeah, if you're a ref, you're gonna get hit, and you just gotta like suck it up.
Yeah,
that's the thing. It sucks. It sucks being a ref.
Yeah,
well, it's fun. It's honestly worth it.
Jack, and I don't want to suck his dick too much, but like I appreciate that he'll like run on the field. Yeah, I know. But that's one thing I want to work on is being able to fucking run onto a field.
And
I
so,
can, but I'm not a fan of it.
My thing is at the end of the day, so I played NXPL. The last event, the thing that I see from the refs is that there is some newer reffing staff, is that it wasn't so much the players that were reffing, it's not that they weren't necessarily inexperienced, but they were inexperienced as refs and they were almost afraid to make calls. Like that was my thing, right? And so like when I see like other refs at like other events, like there's some events like Living Legends, for instance, in Woods Ball, we'll get the blast camp refs. I have to say the blast camp refs are the best fucking refs I've ever seen out there because they are not afraid of going onto another field and making those calls.
Well, that's the big thing about like playing, like no matter if you're a ref, no matter where you are, you have to be confident in like if you make a call, you gotta commit to that call.
And you can't like there was a time when the one bad
Unless they make a bad call.
What?
Unless they make a bad call.
Yeah, but if you second guess yourself, you just lost all your credibility.
Right.
Like, for the rest of the day, nobody's gonna take.
And the thing was, so like there was this one where like me even not as a head ref, there was this really bad call that Don had. I mean, it happens. Referees miss calls. He wasn't necessarily paying attention to the one player. The kid got hit on his hopper, and he thought that it was rub. The other ref almost swore that it was not rub and wanted to make the call. He had the flag in his hand and was ready. The one ref was calling him clean, and because he was the more experienced ref, he looked at him, was like, he's clean. He's like, what? Okay. And he sort of backed off, and he's like, okay, me as a ref, I don't care if you're 20 years more experienced. If I see something, I'm going to call it. So, like, it's not that there is bad reffing. I just feel like there is, like, they're more of, like, scared to get in there. And I see that at some of the bigger games, too. Like, the mentality of walk-on play to going to a big game is like completely 1000% difference. Reffing a Living Legends game versus reffing a walk-on
and even
game,
just reffing like a Woods Ball and a speed ball, like
completely
different. Like if you're a ref,
game.
like I've never reffed a speed ball game, but I know like if you like, there's a huge difference between making like, let's say as a ref making a mistake in like a Woods Ball game and like and you still made a mistake, but it can make a big difference if you make a mistake
Right.
in a speedball game. If it's a tournament play and you make a mistake, you just cost like some people
Right.
a lot of money. Like in Woodsball, people pay and they're just playing for fun and all that. And like if they just walk ons, but if you're in a tournament, people are playing to win
Yes.
and they're
Yeah.
super competitive. If you make a mistake, you're gonna get your ass like chewed. For
Right. And no matter what, at the end of the day, I mean, the team that always takes last place is going to say the reffing was
You're gonna
fucking
get
ass.
I was gonna pee.
I don't think
Water, water.
I don't think I've ever been to a tournament where the top 5 teams are always like, yeah, the refs did a great job, and then the last 1 or second place teams are like, wow, the reffing was ass. You're always gonna get that where there's like,
There's never gonna be a perfect storm where everybody loves you.
right.
You're gonna make.
So
something
what?
right.
All right.
In
So
football games, you get that.
so what is
Oh,
your
yeah.
what's your first name, if you don't mind like saying it on the internet?
My name is Felicity.
Felicity. That's a wild name, Felicity. How'd you come up with that name,
Yeah.
or how'd your parents come up with that name?
Just kind of came out of the womb. with
How
it,
did my
I don't know.
parents come up with that name?
Yeah.
Well,
Is there a story behind it?
Wait. John's is about to get deduxed.
not really.
It just happened.
Doxed. Whoops.
It just happened. My mom liked the name, changed it a little.
Fair enough.
So,
All right. So, Felicity, what is the one of the best calls and like one of the worst? Like, what is your input on it? Like, what's some of the bad calls? Hey, you want to grab me a beer?
If you want.
There's a one with a fucking tiger on it. Tiger eyes. No, it's not on the door. Tiger eyes. Yeah, it's one of those. Yeah, it's an orange beer. It's an IPA.
All right, Will. I just want to say
All right.
I've been a ref for 4 years. Still don't have a lone wolf.
It's
Lone wolf sweatshirt. Your head.
open it up for me. All right. So, anyways, Felicity, hit me up with those ref comments. What do we got going on?
ref comment.
Yeah. So, like, what's like some of the worst? Like, what do you think about so like, do you sort of agree? Like, I feel like at the big games and like not necessarily tournaments. I think tournaments are a different ball game, but like big games and scenario games, when 3, 2, 1 go happens, I feel like literally the event coordinators could walk away and leave. Other than keeping score, I think what happens is I think it mainly comes down to the refs of keeping the game going. That's sort of my thoughts on it. What do you think about that?
Refs definitely make the like game go like fluid. They keep the game going. They keep there to keep it in control. Refs are there so everybody is there to play fairly. Like it may not always happen and like mistakes
That's a
happen.
badass label.
But with bad calls, I've like seen where a ref called a guy out for swiping. It was like one of the big like professional games because
Jack Slade.
one of the guys fled into Dorito and he was adjusting his knee pad and he like called him out because he thought
he was wiping.
Wiping a ball away from his knee.
Yeah.
And it was a horrible call. And I think it was a major penalty, I think. And he had to sit in there and he was just sitting in the box.
That's
and
rough.
they showed it, I think so. And they showed it over and over again. It was instantly, there was no like paint blowout. But then there's like those good calls to where like it barely hit them, but the paint's there and the ref saw it. And they get the good calls to where they are out. So there's a yin and yang to like having the refs there.
Absolutely.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
that's
The yin and
interesting.
yang. I see what you did there. That's good.
But the one thing that's unfortunate about paintball is that we don't have the, I don't even know the right word for it. We don't have the instant replay that they can do with like the NFL or something like that. So
we
there's
don't
a
have that
bad call.
yet.
You can't review that play. It's done.
And that's
I've
the thing.
definitely made like
They
some
don't have a
mistakes.
challenge
Oh,
flag.
yeah,
and
there's no way not to.
Right, especially in
have a
X ball. Like you can't stop a fucking X ball game to like go back and like even so say like it came down and one guy got shot off the break and he played for an extra 10, 15 seconds and he shoots a guy and then gets called out. What do you do? Do you restart the fucking
funny
point?
thing
Like
is it's not even 10 seconds. He could be shot off the break and then make it to his bunker in that span of like maybe 1.5 seconds, and him still playing on even though he got hit for that long.
right. So even if we had instant replay, what the fuck would it do?
It doesn't even matter. Even if he didn't shoot a guy out, he probably kept a guy in his bunker, did something. Doesn't matter. It's that 1.5 second right there. That's it.
Yeah, fair enough.
I think
hard.
no matter what, it's just like to wrap the whole thing into one. It's just depending on what kind of ref you are, completely like.
Man,
changes
John
the
is
game
just
and all that.
John is having his own conversation.
Yeah, man.
John just
Yo,
took over our
Can we
fucking
call
live feed.
John a little bit?
Yeah, we'll call John a little bit. You have anything else you want to talk about?
Nah, I think I'm all good.
Anything? Do you have any comments or anything?
No, I think I'm good.
All right, sweet. Well, hey, thanks for all the comments and all the videos all the time. You're pretty
And always
awesome.
being number one to get these videos.
Yeah, I don't know how you're always number one. You camp that
I was
shit
waiting
out.
for 5 minutes.
Yeah, how do you, does it? How do you know? Like, what's
Dude,
up?
she's on the Snapchat updates.
I'm on the Snapchat and I also have post notifications on. So like instantly it'll like flag on my phone and it's like click on it and comment.
All right. Okay.
Hey, click that notification bell and subscribe. We're in for 100,000 likes.
Fair enough. Well, hey, thanks so much for calling in. We're gonna take some more comments. It's nice to actually talk to you for once, considering that you've been commenting and talking to us on comments for a couple of months now. Maybe we can do a live stream with like Tony and Joe, get like a Lone Wolf paintball live stream going. I've been trying to get that going, and like, we can get you on, because I know I see you commenting on their videos too, so maybe we can do something like that. So
we're actually all here for John.
So, all right, Felicity, thank you for calling.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a good night.
All right, so next person, call it up. Oh, you know what? Skylar is in here.
Skylar from Legends.
Yeah, Skylar from Legends. We're gonna call up
Dude, that's my
Skylar
goal.
here
I want
real
to make
quick.
it out to Legends next year. Every single time Legends.
Yo,
is
we don't
around,
know if
I've
we're
been
going to
busy.
Legends next year.
I don't care. You
Yo,
guys are
what's
coming
going on?
Yo,
Hi.
Yo, dude. So
wait a second. Is that Skylar?
wait, which Skylar is this?
It is.
Is this the Skylar that we met from Living Legends?
Yep, that has to be the cringiest video I have ever seen of myself.
Wow,
Yo,
damn, your
Dude,
balls
did
have
your
dropped.
balls drop or
Damn,
something?
Jesus Christ. That's pretty dope. So man, what you got going on?
Like ref stories wise, or
Jeez, Craig, I can't get over your voice. There's so
Anything. What do you got?
for ref stories, at Legends, I think it was last year. The final battle, I was on the hill, I was shooting lane, accidentally shot my teammate 10 feet in front of me in like the
that
arm or
happens.
something. I instantly apologized. He turns around and like blasts me like 20 times in
Jesus.
the face.
That
That's
also
something
happened.
DJ would
Okay.
do.
Yeah.
I've had a preacher rage out and shoot one of his kids after he got shot out.
Like a
like literally a
religious?
minister. Yeah, like a minister. not a
Surprised
preacher,
he
a
didn't
minister.
Dude, when people just get lit
Dude,
up
that
in
was-
pain, they'll
Oh my god, that was so funny. He was literally, it was a group.
Yeah, I'm
It was a
surprised he
group
just
of,
didn't
like,
suck his dick
13 and
instead.
14-year-olds. Oh, so funny. He's like, I have my gun up, and he kept shooting the kid. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry.
All right, keep going with the story.
Yeah, my bad.
And then this ref, he saw that, so he walked me out of the field then straight to the medic tent. So that's probably
That's a good ref right there.
yeah.
Were you weren't at Legends 11 this past year? Were you like a month ago?
We couldn't make the drive because it moved it.
Yeah.
Was it better this year?
Nope.
Or
Nope.
No,
No, you didn't miss much. Don't worry about it.
you missed me eating a brownie. I actually wasn't a brownie, it was a s'mores bar. And the s'mores bar had some psychoactive stuff in it, and I died.
Yeah, he died for about 8 hours.
Yeah,
Jake didn't even play.
Nah,
Oh.
dude, I was recording, and the
I
recording was
played
turning
both.
out
I
like
played
ass.
both days, but
Tony,
believe
Joe,
me when I
or
tell
fucking
you.
Mark was like, "How's the montage coming?" I honestly could probably make a video out of the footage that I have.
It'd
It's
be
not
a
gonna.
boring ass.
It's
video.
not gonna show up like the normal Living Legends montages because I'm going over the footage, and I'm like, they're charging the bridge. Oh, they all charged the bridge. They all got shot on the bridge.
That's all the game was. It was,
Woohoo!
it was honestly Legends was.
It was the same shit.
was
It was the
more or
same
less
fucking
disappointing,
footage.
so.
The entire fucking game. It was stupid. Even if a team was getting their fucking face put in, I can make it look like that team was winning on the video.
Yeah, the thing, not to like, because we talked about this like 2 weeks ago, so not to just go back to it, but I mean, like, since you mentioned it,
I don't have a place to stay for Texas.
when
That's gonna be
CPX
expensive.
and Living Legends, there might have been a battle going on at Bedlam, but there were about 6 other fights going on across
Right.
the field. At Hell Survivors, there was only about 3 spots fights could be going down, and it was at this meat grinder. It was at the castle, or it was like to the right of the castle.
Right, it was
And
either
that was
like
it.
in the woods,
so-
and everyone was just shooting fucking sticks, like they were
Yeah.
just shooting all the trees, or yeah.
Have you ever had any bad referee experiences?
No, but I have seen like some bad ones. One of the worst ones that I've seen is when I think it was oh god, what team is it? Oh, it was X Factor and Dynasty were playing, and they called an overshooting penalty when I'm pretty sure it's Billy Bernaccia was walking out, And
I remember that.
Cal Spica came to run down and shot him once in the pack. They
Right.
called they called a major for that.
But it wasn't even,
basically
yeah, I
purple
remember
game.
seeing that. That
I
was
saw that.
fucking people blew up at that because I'm pretty sure the game turned around and they won off of that point or some shit. And
Yeah, they did.
it's like,
Oh, they also I think they threw a major for Ryan Greenspan swearing. So
fucking,
Really?
He's right. No,
fucking
he's
dude,
right. You can't go against it.
dude, the fucking, so John from the PB Fit fact, refs are always wrong if you don't agree with their call.
That's true.
Yo, I'm gonna make a life-size cardboard Jake and bring it to Ion at Skirmish this July. I'll send you all the photos. Dude, if you do that, I will post it on my Instagram and I will post it on the YouTube channel. I will make it the thumbnail for one of these Dead Box episodes if you make a cardboard cutout of me. I'll
Yo,
even
we'll make
give you a
We'll
video.
make it the
I'll give you a
Facebook
picture.
profile picture.
One Dead Box discussion. The entire video will be discussing that cardboard cutout.
Yeah, we'll go into explicit detail about this.
No, if you look here, you can see how gay he is.
Yeah.
Dude, I want to go. Oh, dude. Now it'd be even better, Ben. Dick ninjaing him from the back
Yeah.
or something. If you get a cardboard cutout or some big giant poster, like fucking a flag or something, I'll even pay you for it. If you get a flag, if you get a custom made flag of me giving Tony the Dick Ninja and run around at Ion, I will 100% post any pictures you want of that. That would be fucking
And we'll give
hilarious.
you money so you can send one to us.
100%. That'd be fucking hilarious.
That is
Right.
honestly, I think that's one of my favorite pictures of all time.
Oh,
I'll
dude,
just
picture's
paintball. It's so good.
hilarious. What else you got going on, Skylar? How have you been? What guns you got
I've
going
been
on?
pretty good. I've been playing paintball for 6 years now, so that's a
Attaboy.
good
Yeah.
start.
Where what
And I'm-
setup are
I'm-
you shooting?
Lux Ice, Spire, and Ninja SL Tank.
There you go. So how did you get into paintball?
Actually, kinda lied on the waiver because I was 8 when I
How
first
dare
played.
you?
It was what?
He was 8.
Oh,
Wait,
gotcha.
how old are you
So-
now?
Well, I mean, if
It's
he's
15.
I'm
6 years
50
ago,
now, so it'd be 7 years. So it was at this really, really tiny place in Minneapolis. I'm pretty sure it's called like
Where are you from?
Lat Tag or something. I'm actually from South Dakota, so
Oh
there's-
shit.
my local field's an hour away, so I'm pretty lucky for that.
is that
Gotcha.
like Seabreeze or is that like more west? I forget if that's like.
Fuck
Maine.
off, Jack Slayton.
Keep going, keep going. You lied on your waiver and
Okay.
you sinned.
Hey, that's why I'm
So,
here now. I'm your replacement, Jack.
This was for like my birthday party because I wanted to get into airsoft, but my dad convinced me
Dude.
to get into paintball. I'm so thankful he did. So we went to this place for my birthday. Oh, and we found
Fuck
this
me. Do it.
spider in a pawn shop. And I remember the first time my dad shot me in the back because he's like, you have to get shot if you want to go.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he shot me in the back. I just fell over. But
Hey, Katie, can I
went
shoot you now?
anyways. And like the first time of anyone, I was just hiding in the back. Then I got addicted to that.
Killer
so
Gillo Girl,
we
yes.
found out this place was an hour away from my home. So
I'd do it.
we went there a weekend. Then we met a bunch of really cool people that go there normally. So then we started going there normally. Like, I think now we go like every other weekend. Actually, the owner of this field is like one of the players from Vicious when they broke up.
Oh, dude, Vicious. I'd love to see Vicious come back.
Cause you,
Yeah.
So you say you play like weekly still, right?
Every other weekend
I
basically.
swear to God, like I see you on like social media sometimes. It just pops up
Yeah,
randomly. And
I'm on literally all the groups.
I see you all the time.
If you
Pictures
do
of you,
it-
or just see you on Facebook all the
Dude,
all
they
the
are
time.
dead ass. Ben and Felicity, we were just talking to. We're like dead ass talking about actually getting the flag and me Dick Ninjaing Tony.
Hey, if he does,
If you
it.
guys
just
do
can't
that,
have
I
my
will
parents see
literally
the flag in my room.
I will literally fucking I will pay for the flag 100%. Like you will have a free flag. You do whatever. You can even fucking send it here. We'll hang it up and we'll feature it on the Dead Box or whatever.
That can be the back.
I'll even
Oh my
make
God.
sure I'll
Oh.
get Tony and I'll get Tony to sign it. If I'll even bring it. I'll bring it to Lone Wolf. All the Lone Wolf guys and all the team
we
in
can all
Sandy
sign
guys.
it and we'll send it back.
Even
don't
though
give
our
it to DJ,
signatures
we'll
don't
send it
mean
out, man.
shit, but you can at least be like, hey, look.
If anything, our signatures would decrease the value of
Yeah,
the flag.
really
but it's
would.
Okay.
But no, that'd be hilarious. That'd be fucking awesome. But you got any questions or anything else you want to add, Skylar?
And not really.
Sick.
All
Hey,
right.
man, thanks for calling.
Yeah, thanks
man.
for
Okay.
being a long time
Yeah, thanks,
subscriber.
man.
Hey, we're gonna have to get an updated video with you so that way you don't cringe.
Okay, yeah.
All right, we'll talk to you
Okay,
soon, bud.
thanks, man.
All right,
Bye.
see you, buddy.
See you.
Oh, dude, Ryan Peterson. Oh, you know what? That's a good ass idea. We should have just named this. We should have named this instead of the dead box. We should have named it just the tip. We keep on trying
Was
to think.
that? Didn't we get a name that something like that?
We were gonna name something. We were gonna name something that, but I can't remember what we were gonna name it. We were.
That's
I
a
thought we were
I
gonna
don't know. I
name a
think the dead box
montage
is pretty
that.
good. I feel like it's a pretty solid name. though.
It is.
Yo, what's up,
Serious
RP?
name.
Yeah.
What up?
Yo.
Dude, how you
Hold on, I
doing?
gotta mute my TV because you're on that shit too.
Mm,
Oh, is there a
mm.
delay? That's funny.
There's hella delay, like
That's
probably
great.
4 or 5 seconds.
Oh wow, 4 or 5 seconds, hella delay, dude.
Well, I mean, that's a lot from. Well, I mean, not from a live
Dude,
stream, but-
RP, start ranting about something. Rant about whatever the fuck you want to rant about. We need something off
Bro,
topic
I
of
called
paintball
in
related.
Just because I had like a decent rant.
All right, what you
Let's
got?
hear
Hit us with it. We haven't had many non-paintball related topics today, so we got to get something off the rails.
Wait, hold on. PB G14.
Yeah.
This you can literally
The
do whatever
fuck
the
is
fuck you
that?
want with this thing. This is a Phantom.
I want to play with
Okay.
it.
That's a Phantom. That's a Phantom set up. Not as a. It's set up for 12 grams.
12 grams go
Oh,
right
shit.
there.
Yeah,
What?
dude.
Interesting.
You've never
Kind
seen
of
Yeah,
makes me hard, TBH. So
All right. Give it.
Yeah,
give it to
start
us.
ranting.
Get this rant.
okay, so our president Donald J. Trump.
Oh Jesus.
I'm not gonna get political. I fucking hate politics. I fucking hate anybody.
Dude, I thought you were gonna
about
say I fucking hate
politics,
Donald Trump. And I was
But I
like,
have-
okay, that was
I
not
have a
political.
rant about him.
All right. What you got?
So, when he was being elected, he always said, hey, let's build a wall between us and Mexico, right?
Yeah. That was the plan.
And I think that's really fucked up. He always said that they are sending their drug dealers and rapists and everything to our country.
No,
Right.
actually, they sent him to MSU. Yeah,
Yo,
I found that out the hard way.
did someone fuck a dog at your school?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
No,
dude. Someone
two
did
times.
fuck a dog
Not
at your
once,
school.
twice.
Woo! Didn't your girl go to MSU? No, that's right. She went to U of M. She went to the normal
Yeah,
girls'
U
school.
of M.
Man, I love
Go
MSU.
blue.
But anyways, keep going.
Okay. So Donald Trump wants to say that they're sending all of their rapists and drug dealers and murderers over here, right?
Right.
Have they ever seen what we send to Mexico?
Yeah,
White
tourists.
girls. We said white girls going on spring break.
Just let me rephrase this. Have they ever seen what we send to Cancun?
That is true. We send some bitches to Cancun, dude.
It's all white lacrosse players named Tyler. And all they do is drink and take body shots and listen to Tiesto
No,
on
remember,
the beach.
there's also
If
Anthony.
anything, Mexico should be asking us to build a wall to keep those people out.
That's true. That's the only place. Like anytime anyone goes to Mexico, it's for spring break, and it's a bunch of drunk white chicks partying.
Well,
and-
no, he's just basically old fucking lacrosse dudes that named Tyler wearing boat shorts above their knees.
salmon-colored boat shorts and a popped collar
Yep.
with
Wait,
a
wait,
backwards hat.
Wait, and no, you got one. of these too.
Exactly. And
Don't
what I'm
forget
saying
about
is, let me get something
Fucking
off.
bucket
If
hats.
you're from
One
St.
more, dude.
Louis and you're watching this not podcast, but live stream, don't take offense to this, but fuck you, St. Louis.
Dude, St. Louis is like the murder
St.
capital
Louis
of
is
Mich-
the worst
of the U.S.
fucking city in America.
What, you don't want to go
It
climb the
wants to
arch
be
and
East
contemplate
Coast.
suicide? That's
It
what I do.
wants to be Midwest. No matter what, it's a shithole. And every white guy that comes from St. Louis looks like his name is Trevor.
Dude, I like these analogies.
Dude, RP is great at ranting, man. He can sit here and talk about white girls for like another hour, man. He can just
Oh,
talk
I
about.
could sit here and rant, but I literally made. So I did a stand-up comedy set last night.
His name is Jake, not Tyler.
How did the stand-up comedy go? Because I remember that was like a goal of yours to be like a stand-up comedian.
Yeah, so it went like well. So I went from being an open mic comic, where they were like, "Hey, there's 5 new comedians that we're putting on stage tonight,"
Right.
and now I'm like a permanent comedian here in Columbia, Missouri, college town. And I have spots in Omaha, Nebraska, Kansas City, Missouri, Kansas City, Kansas, even though I can't drive there anymore.
Okay, wait, hold on. Elaborate that in a minute after
Kansas,
finishing.
Wichita, Kansas.
So you're like, so how's it? You're a comedian now, right? You made it big. You're the American dream. How's it feel? You're what every American aspires to be.
I really miss this mask.
You say that,
Roll
but
it.
like
Look that way.
I make
So it's right there, that's why I got
probably
shot.
anywhere
Good
from
times.
free drinks for the night to $150. Like it's nothing.
Hey, it's an honest living, my guy.
Hey man, 150 is like 3 cases of paint, maybe.
We need,
Yeah.
we need 12 grams to shoot Katie with the
Yeah,
phantom.
I
but-
have 12 grams.
What
I
I'm
brought it.
saying is, when you gotta pay rent,
I brought
and
everything,
shit,
man. I'm fucking prepared.
3 cases ain't doing it.
Catherine, you want to get? Hey, Katie's here. You got anything
If
you
she
want to
gets
say to
shot,
Katie?
if-
Hey, Katie, I don't want to say her last name, Kim. That's what it is backwards.
Wow,
Yeah.
Wow.
that was incredible.
Wow. That.
Not everything was about- Wait, Jack, what did I say? I'm confused.
Um.
I said my name.
Hey, they want
I'm so
us to
starstruck.
shoot you because we didn't shoot you really good with the other gun. You want to get shot? You want you will get shot?
Yeah, I'll get shot
That's
too.
not
I'm up.
consent.
I'm up for
You have
it.
to have written consent. Jackson, all right.
Wait,
All
okay,
right.
you
We
gotta
need
shoot
consent,
him
Jack.
because he's got a fucking Michigan State hoodie on.
Dude, I had a Michigan State shirt on too, and I took it off.
Hey, he's got a Michigan State hoodie because he goes to Michigan State because he reps Michigan State.
What's your gun
Where they
chrono
still
at?
crap
though?
dogs.
280.
Still trash.
So, already on duty. So we gonna
Don't
do
worry
this
about
or
it, kid. All right.
Do you have a 12
And I
gram?
just want to say that the reason why MSU
Apparently
is so
she has-
amazing is
or he has
because
a
they
12 gram.
donated $500 million to all the survivors.
To
Donated
what?
to all the NASA survivors.
Oh,
It was
You know,
bad.
I wish I didn't have yellow paint because fucking yellow paint got everywhere last time we did this.
I went to Mizzou, and trust me,
Let me get
the
white
only
paint.
thing
We'll
we've
shoot
given
Katie.
money to is racism.
Wait, Michigan? You went to like U of M? U of M?
No, Mizzou,
Oh,
University
yeah.
of Missouri.
I'll
Fair
let you
enough.
know. If we stop kicking you guys' ass in football or whatever.
But RP, it was nice talking to you. Do you have anything else you want to rant about?
No, other than the fact that I had this ref one time in Michigan, and he was a total shitbird. His name was Jake, I think Williams.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I
dude.
heard about that guy.
Fuck that kid.
Hey,
Fuck
you
that
need to
kid.
come on here weekly and you can test out your
Oh, yes,
stand up.
yes.
Yeah, dude.
rants
I
before you go on
really
the-
do need to.
That way you can test them out and we'll give you the yay or nay.
Dude, you need to like make a trip to come here to Michigan. Are you allowed to leave Kansas or?
Okay, first of all, fuck you. I don't live in Kansas.
No, he can't drive to Kansas anymore. That's how it works.
See, I'd be
Ask
pretty
me,
good at
okay,
stand
What
up.
state is Kansas City in?
Right.
Missouri. Wait.
Thank you.
Oh, there you go.
Boy, I was right. Oh, I
So
was trying to make a joke
Kansas
there.
City is in Kansas, okay?
what would be halfway? Like where'd we be able to meet you for a live stream?
Meet us in Oxford, Michigan. That's halfway.
Yeah, it's half-
I'll be up there soon, honestly, because I'm going to see one of my Michigan friends from Grand Blanc.
Oh, dude, you gotta come through if you do. We gotta get you on the live stream.
I
No,
drove.
he's coming to KC, so I got to come up to Grand Blanc soon.
Okay,
Hey,
fair
Grand
enough.
Blanc is like in between Michigan State and here, so there you go.
Yeah, you guys are from, where the fuck you guys from? Pontiac?
Pretty much.
How dare you?
Potty crack? Nah, man.
We're not from Pontiac.
We are from Detroit, except we're not from Detroit. That's
No.
that's how everybody knows. That you're
Right
from
now,
Yeah,
we're
you
near
guys are from
Rochester.
just north of Grand Blanc. Fuck you.
I mean, where this is being filmed is Rochester area. So
Oh, okay.
Here's
Yeah.
the exact address.
Yeah, if
The
you want
rich
the,
ass area.
I was about to say,
I
if
know
you
that
check
for
my
a fact.
Snapchat.
yeah,
I'm not
it
gonna give
might
you.
be a rich person area, but you know, you could still come through. There's a decent amount of black people here in your mix, so
No,
you'll
I'll come
be
through.
okay.
Like I went to
Shit.
actually I got the only piece of paintball equipment I still have in
What is that?
I got it from
Shit.
Lone Wolf West.
What is it?
Wait, did you see this?
Oh, you still have your grills?
Yeah.
Dude, that's dope. One of the best masks ever created.
How'd you know?
Dude,
this was a Fitbit?
all black grills with the HDR lenses. Or whatever
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
acronym it is.
Felicity, is you talking about the flag? Are you trying to? She literally like fucking. Is that the quote? Does she have a quote for the flag already? $73.83. What the fuck? All right, I'm gonna.
Actually, hey,
Yeah.
Felicity sounds hot. Tell her to hit me up.
Hey,
816
all I know is that she's-
3833.
Hey, all I know is that last time she was talking, she said that she was 17, so we gotta wait a year.
Never mind.
Hey, give it a year. Maybe she can hit you up.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Maybe she wants some of that nice caramel. So
Actually, to be honest, the age of consent here is 17. So
yeah, okay,
Okay.
Nick Zimmerman.
Playing college ball is a good way to get experience, and then from there you can go to a pro.
what'd you say?
Not you. I'm sorry. I'm talking to Jordan Hicks. Whoops.
October 17th is when she turns 18, RP.
Mark it on your calendar.
And she put October in all caps, so I think she likes you.
Okay, so 816-210-3833. Text me on October. I got you, fam.
All right. Yo, dead ass. You order it. You show me that it's ordered and you have it. I will send you $80 if it's $78. Or if it's $73, I'll send you fucking $80. I'll even pay for the shipping. Once you get it, I'll fucking do it. No joke. And I'll even gift it to you so I can't charge it back. All right, RP, you got anything else you want to talk about? I'm gonna get one more caller.
No, nothing. I'll as long as you name the next stream just the tip, Team Insanity Paintball, duh.
Fair enough. Fair enough. That's
But wait, but the thing is it's not just Team Insanity Paintball. Like I consider myself one of like the highest ranking members of the team.
I do too. I'm glad you
Oh,
mentioned
thanks,
that.
man. No.
I'm glad
No, but
someone
Addis-
had the ball to say that.
add us on
But,
Snapchat, Team Insanity PB, if you want to call us in.
I think
Um,
what the only
yeah.
guest you've had so far is Jack, and he's not nearly.
I'll
All
talk
right,
to y'all
Team
later.
Insanity,
I'm
right?
out.
All right, RP. Nice talking to you. See ya.
No, Jack
Yep.
Slane, he's just kind of a.
He's like one of
We're
those,
not
like-
actually his friend.
He's like what, a fanboy? I think
Yeah, he's a
fan-
fanboy. I think I'd put it as a fanboy.
Jack Slayton.
Jack Slane, yeah.
Next person to call, you're probably going to be the last caller, so call it up. We've got no active people calling us as
No,
of
no, look through the questions. Real quick.
ATM.
Yes,
What do we got?
questions. Oh,
We're playing college ball.
Ouch, Jack Slane. Ow. Hey, man, we tell how it is, you know?
Yo, what up, boss?
Also, you
This
suck
is
at
Carlos.
What's up? What's up?
Where are you from, Carlos?
Maryland.
Maryland.
Seabreeze. That's in Maryland, isn't it?
What?
Like near Washington D.C. Like
Oh, never mind,
15
shit.
minutes outside of Washington.
Wrong one.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
So what's up, man?
Nothing. Just wanted to call in. I watched you guys when I first started playing paintball, so it's pretty cool to be talking to you guys.
I think you're getting
Yo,
a
do-
Skype call.
No, it's something else. Yo, good and bad ref experiences. Let's hear it.
Oh yeah, that's the top.
Okay. All right. So I go.
What do you got running in the background? There's some echo.
No, there it goes.
There it is. It's
All
gone.
right, keep going. Keep going.
Okay. Good reference
Yo,
experience.
check
Most of
this
the
shit
rest of
out.
my field is pretty nice. I feel the water and whatnot. You probably
Switch
get
to
wet
water
for
then?
next summer, but
Look at that.
there's this one ref there, like, he's just a little dick. I don't know what's wrong with the guy. It's like, I feel like he might be racist, but he's not. It's
Are you
just-
black?
It's like, it's weird. I have a story. So I'm half Latino and half black.
Oh
And I
shit, that's a
feel the
combo.
rest
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know. Just ask me to get fucking. But it's like every time I go there, he always gives me like this dirty eye, like a real redneck, like hillbilly guy. He's a ginger. He has a whole bunch of tattoos. Like
The worst,
facial
the worst
piercings
kind
and
of
shit.
The
person.
gingers, dude. They're the worst kind.
Dude, it's so bad. I get like ginger hairs. in
They're
my beard.
worse than
It's so bad.
Canadians.
That's true. So what? This guy was always eyeballing you.
Yeah, like eyeballing me and shit. And then
He could have been a pedophile.
one
You never
day,
know.
like we're in a game. And
MSU
he
had one of
clearly
those.
sees like another guy cheating, and of course, the other guy is probably of the Caucasian race, and like I can't talk. I'm just
Jake, I'm a ginger deadass.
kind of in shock right now.
Ben said he's a ginger dead ass.
I'm sorry, Ben.
Ben, that's you should just
So what, this guy was giving you some shit and not.
Hey,
the
do
other
you
white
play at
dude?
SMP?
Talking to him?
Ah, Carlos hung up.
Yeah, he said he can't talk anymore. Oh,
Oh shit.
you might heard that. Come on, man.
Heard what?
Wait, who you calling?
He said he can't talk anymore and then hung up. At least that's what I thought he said.
Wait, hold on.
My bad. Yeah, I do play SMP.
Never mind.
Ah, dude. Okay, so there's Noah D Boss said that he wanted me to ask. Hey, by the way, it's okay if the girls are ginger. They're just a little crazy. It's not bad if the girls are ginger. It's if the guys, yeah. Yeah, add the
Fair
Team and
enough.
Sandy logo or something on
Do we
there.
have 2 people on here?
Wait, shit. Now do we got 2 people on here? What the fuck?
How'd that happen?
Anyways,
You called me.
Not so bad.
oh wait a minute. Do we got Joe in here too?
No.
Wait, I called you.
Oh my god. Jack Slane
Yeah,
just
you did.
disliked this
Oh
video.
shit, dude. Apparently we've got like 2
Wait,
people
what,
going
Jackson?
on.
That's fine, you know, that's
All right, wait. Who's the second caller? Introduce yourself.
Wait, hold on. What's
It's
Jack's
James, PBG14,
Alright,
man.
guys.
Jack, what's your Snapchat?
Dude, what? You can Snapchat call with multiple people? What
Dude,
the
you can do it in a
fuck?
group chat.
2018.
I
What do
am
you expect?
so confused.
Jack
I called
Slane's
someone
Snapchat?
while I was on the phone with
what's
Carlos.
Jack, what's your Snapchat?
Here, I got you.
Jackie Poo.
J4.
All right, hey, so give us some good reffing. Give us some good reffing. Like some good and bad calls. Both of you. We'll do Carlos first.
Ref's running out of position. Alright.
Alright, first good call for
Okay.
Refin, probably
2 zeros.
when they actually see when you hit somebody and they can see the pain, they don't just wipe it off and stuff. Bad call when they purposely see the person like get hit with paint and they just don't say anything because they're either a new player or they don't know what they're doing. They still just let them go. Another one is when you're walking off the field, you take off your mask.
Yep.
And you're still on the field. There's guns everywhere with no barrel covers, and the rest just don't care.
Yeah, I've seen
Dude,
that.
I will scream at you.
Hey, I see.
Shit.
Yeah, dude,
That's
some
mostly
people
other schools,
don't get
but SMPs like they're good on that type of stuff.
All right,
They're really
second guy in the chat. What do you got for good and bad for reffing?
Bad calls, like refs running out of position to call a play on a very obvious hit.
Oh my
Um,
God, yes. When fucking referees run across, when the snake side referee goes running across the field to pull a fucking penalty on the Dorito side. Like, bruh, what are
Yeah.
you doing? Yeah, anyways.
That's it. It's like, just trust the ref in that position to do his job right and just fucking focus on your side of the field.
Yo, dude, where are you from?
Sydney, Australia, man.
Ah, dude, I
Hey, there we go.
Sound
First
like an
person out of the country.
Australian accent.
There we go. So, how's the paintball in fucking wherever you're at?
Australia.
Yeah, but so you're in like legit Sydney,
Yeah.
dude. That's dope. How is the paintball there?
Competition's fierce, but
Dude,
I mean,
you're awesome.
we don't have any. We don't have any local manufacturers of paintballs, so everything we get comes from overseas. So by the time the paint gets here, I imagine, because I haven't played overseas, but I imagine the comparison is just absolute fucking shit.
Oh, dude,
Wait,
I
is it
bet.
just El Dimply? If so, it just might be Empire because that's how it normally comes.
Yeah, all his
We
paint's
had
got to
some-
sit overseas and travel and shit.
Yeah, it's like 6 weeks on the boat before it even gets here, and then it's got to sit in customs because our
Fuck.
bullshit firearms laws consider it ammunition.
Hey man,
Yeah,
there might
so
be some
what's
cocaine in there?
What's that? What are like? Do you have to have specific stamps for where
what?
you're at? Because I know, like in Germany and stuff, like you have like specific stamps that you have to get, and you can't like have specific markers, and you have to have like certain F stamps on your, on your tanks. Like, what kind of laws do you guys have?
Okay, so we're actually more retarded than Germany. We have a blanket law over absolutely everything. So
It's hard to get
our paintball markers are under the same category of license as a handgun.
Shit.
They're basically considered a semi-automatic offensive weapon. So to own a paintball gun, you need a license. You need to have done a safety course,
Jesus.
and you need to
have pre-approval to buy one from the police firearms registry, and then on top of that, you need a Category 2 safe bolted into concrete.
So that's
What
Store
that's
the thing which needs to
fuck?
be inspected by the cops.
so that's got to
Needs to be
limit
minimum
like
of
people
6
playing
mil,
in Australia,
like
right?
quarter-inch
But
thickness.
imagine the trigger discipline, and there are people who don't look down the barrel.
So like that means
Oh,
you
God.
guys don't have to like. I'm assuming since you have all that shit you got to go through, like there's
I
really a
imagine
ton
there's
of
a lot
people
less
playing.
people, yeah.
Like there's got to be a lot less people playing compared to like other.
Well, I mean, do they still? Can you still like?
So how
see
would that
rent?
affect the rentals
Yeah,
and
yeah,
shit?
that's-
Like
yeah.
you can't just walk on and rent a gun.
Yeah,
Is that a
so-
thing? Like, do you guys have rental play?
No. You can. You can.
You just can't own it.
Basically,
You
you
can't
sign a
own it.
waiver form and hand over ID and all that other crap.
Well, yeah, that's like
Um,
standard stuff.
so-
That's literally like if it's covered by the same like policies like a handgun. That's literally the equivalent of going to grab a handgun and then shooting at people.
Yeah. So
It
like,
makes no sense.
so
Oh my
like
God.
dead ass. Like if you get pulled over by the cops and they're like, "You got any weapons in the car?" and you're like, "Yeah, I got a fucking paintball gun." Like, did they like rip your ass out of the car and shit? Like it's a firearm?
Or do they
yes
kind
and
of
no, it depends
realize
if
that
you've got-
like it's just a paintball gun and they think the law is bullshit too?
Well, it depends on the cop, but it also depends if you have a license and if you have your license with you. Because the thing about the licensing system here is if you have any kind of conviction or any kind of anything at all, you lose your license, you lose all your guns, you lose everything.
Shit.
So if you have
So
a
if
criminal
you-
background, something like that, you can't own a paintball gun.
Yeah, there's
That
no
sucks.
chance in hell of getting one.
Dude, that would like
Like if
The
you
entire
don't pay a
restricting was
parking
wrong.
fine and then it goes to the cops, then you lose your license.
Wow, that is
wow.
fucked. What is it like? What do you have to do to get a driver's license where you're at? Like what? Like do you have to take a course or like? Because I know for me it was just like a 3-day course and fucking
3 days. I had to go through. Oh my God,
I mean, it was like a week. It was actually probably like a
it
week.
was like a month pretty much for me. Not like a month constant, but it was like a 2-week class, and then that
Well,
was section
here-
1, and section 2 was like a week.
You've got to do a sit-down test at the RMS, so that's like your DMV.
Right.
Okay.
Then they give you a learner's permit, which you're stuck on, and so you do. I think it's like I don't even know. It's been a while, but it's like 120 or something hours with a licensed driver next to you. And then you go and you do a driving test, and then they give you your provisional 1, and then you're on that for 12 months, and then they give you a provisional 2, and you're on that for 18 or 24 months or some shit.
That's pretty.
And then
similar.
you go and do another test, and you finally get your full license.
Now, is it like in Michigan we have 2 different licenses? We have one until you're 21, and then we have one until like pre-21. So like, do you still have like that sort of thing? Or is it just your final test and you get your full license?
No. It's all the same license.
Okay.
It doesn't matter how old you are, but we have the learner's permit and then provisional 1, which is a speed limited license and you can't drive turbos and all that other crap.
Yeah.
Provisional 2, which is the same thing, but you can go a tiny bit faster,
Sure.
and then full license.
You have one of those Tiger ones. I'm kind of
Yo, so like, do you guys have a lot of fields then? Like you said, you're in Sydney. Like, what's up with that? The
We
fields
have
are
a
cool.
few. We've got a few indoor fields out near the city, and then there's 3 or 4 outdoor fields around my area. There's actually there's a fair few amount of fields considering the amount of players we have, but it's slowly picking up.
Have you ever been any other place but Australia? Just not even to play paintball, just to visit.
No, yeah, mate, it's too bloody expensive to live here.
Yeah, all right, I get that. I get
Dude,
that.
you guys should do that as an episode. Like,
What's that?
What's it like overseas playing paintball? That'd be pretty interesting.
Yeah, I mean, this is
I was about to say,
damn
this is
interesting
pretty cool,
conversation.
yeah.
So,
So
we
like, I know here in America, like our police roll around with AR-15s. Do your police have like fucking like what kind? Like, do you guys have guns and
they
shit?
got,
Like,
the boomerangs.
Yeah,
That's
every
almost-
cop
oh.
carries a
That was really bad.
every cop carries a handgun,
like
and
it?
then
No, I'm gonna spit
there's
it on my nose.
the heavy
It's good.
the response teams, and they have all sorts of crazy shit.
Mm.
And then you got the counterinsurgency and anti-terrorism teams, and they're even worse.
oh shit.
We're
So it's like
basically
the
the only
US
people in this country that really are armed are our cops.
Okay, so serious question. I know everyone's really been thinking about kangaroos. Do they really like dicks, like some people say? You're like, what's up? What's
Dude,
their
thank
deal?
you
Like,
so much
what's
for
going on?
asking
I know,
that.
I know.
Oh
You're
my
thinking
God.
that.
I do have PayPal.
What's up with kangaroos?
Message me on Snapchat.
They're not everywhere, but they're a pest. They destroy crops. They kill animals. They get in the way when you're fucking driving.
Have you
Yeah.
seen that video
Oh,
where the
right.
fucking guy
Yeah,
goes up and
guns.
boxes
Yeah,
the kangaroo for his dog? Is that like a daily thing?
I wish it was, but no.
I was about to say, I already answered my own question. Could you go like hunt kangaroo?
I
'Cause you know
rode
how,
a
like, in
moose
Texas, they
to
hunt
school.
hogs.
That
can
guy
you
must be
hunt
Canadian.
kangaroo?
But
Yeah,
you
can you
can't
hunt
be-
kangaroo?
They don't
Is
have
that like a thing?
guns.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Um,
Do you guys like have
well,
hunting?
you can, but you need you need a firearms license, and then you need hunting on the genuine reason form. Then you need to be a member of a hunters club, and then even then you need to be pre-approved for whatever property you're shooting on. But yes, you can go hunt kangaroos.
Oh,
That-
that'd actually be fun.
Yeah, that
Actually, I
sounds
don't
like a
know.
lot of work.
I was about to
Yeah.
say, oh, what was the meme? It's like, oh, it's like murder, but with extra steps.
Yeah, it takes a lot. Dude, it takes a
Holy
lot of
shit.
things to shoot.
You have any questions for us?
Yeah, we've been like drilling you.
I
With
did, but now I
questions.
can't remember what the hell it was.
Hey, you can think about it. It's good.
It's
We-
okay.
Well, I mean,
I already know the most obvious
I don't
one.
really think
Being
I've-
Jewish is okay. I've lived.
It's-
I'm still
it's
alive.
not.
I'm doing good.
It's not. Don't make you think being Jewish is okay.
Have you ever wanted a motorcycle? I've actually thought about getting a motorcycle
Yeah, so
several
did I.
times. I'm still thinking about getting one.
My mom keeps
Just
shutting
too
me down.
busy where I
You
live.
should do it.
Do you have one?
You should do it.
No, you need a separate license for that. How much money bet? Do you need a
I
separate?
used to.
Oh, you
Really? So
Oh.
it's all on one license? Oh,
Pretty much.
I do have a question. Is weed legal where you guys are at?
You know that answer.
No, but there is very limited medical use.
So they like really strict on it? Like,
Not really. I mean, I haven't heard of anyone really getting in any trouble from weed. I mean,
big, like,
anytime I've heard anyone call up the cops, just like, yeah, you probably want to throw that out, eh?
Well, dude, everything's trying to kill you over there, so you have to have some.
I was gonna say, so what's your alcohol age? Like ours is 21 here. Like what's your alcohol age there? Like, is it all different?
Kurt, it's because they suck.
Yeah, it's 18 here.
Fuck, why, man? Why is the states all 21? This is some bullshit.
I know, right?
This is some
Because you
big-ass
get out
bullshit.
15s.
Good,
That's
I know.
true. Yeah.
Good thing we're
That's
filming this
true.
in Canada because.
So
I'm
you can either
legal
pick.
right
You
there.
can either drink at 18 or we can have ARs 15s. It's like, which
That
one do you
is-
want?
That's true.
I don't have either, so.
That's true.
Why
Why don't we play X Ball? It's
'Cause they
fucking
suck.
expensive right now. I played X Ball last year. It's fucking expensive. All right, you got any questions? Anything good? We were talking about referees and
Well,
shit.
I don't think we really got the one that the missus is asking before, which is basically, do you guys ever actually travel like out of the country to play?
We went to Canada once.
Yeah, we went to
And
Canada.
I don't really. That barely counts.
That
as, like,
hardly
traveling out
counts
of the
because we could
country.
drive there. We've never really gotten on a.
We
we've-
really wanted to go to like Germany. To
yeah,
play
we've really
paintball.
wanted to go to Germany to
We
go
almost
play.
went for the Millennium.
We did. We almost went for a Millennium game, but they stopped for Bitburg, and it was because John was there,
Yeah.
and John could get us to stay there for
Dude.
free. But the problem was that now that John isn't on that military base anymore, and he's back in here in the
No, he's
States.
gonna be in Japan though.
Yeah, so now John is going to be in Japan. So I plan on finishing out or not military. I plan on finishing
Yeah,
out
something wrong,
nursing
so-
school and then going to Japan with John.
Yeah, but I mean,
That'd be
like,
so dope.
I would barely consider playing Canada, like going out of the country,
It is
especially when
out
you
of the
live
country.
in when you live in Michigan. It only takes like 4 hours to get out of the country.
It literally
It doesn't
takes
feel like it.
us. We're an hour. We're like 45 minutes to an hour from the Canadian border
Yeah.
from where we're
Yeah.
at.
The ref Seth, he lives literally on the border of Canada, and he refs in Michigan. So
Right.
There you go.
So I mean, playing out of the country.
Who?
Yes, we
Seth.
have, but in,
they
like
really?
it's not like as cool
live-
like
they live,
getting
like,
on a
right
plane
here
and literally
in
traveling
Canada.
traveling
They live here
across
in
the
Canada.
world. 18-hour plane ride. Have you?
Hey, look,
Not yet,
Jackson.
unfortunately.
Yeah, I was just
There's
asking
too many
that.
games in the
Canada's
US I want to
Michigan,
go to. They're like Living
That's very
Legends
true,
and
Jay.
not Hell Survivors. What's the other one? The big D-Day one.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
dude, Oklahoma
Ion.
D-Day. We've been trying to get. There's one in Oklahoma, and then there's Ion. There's skirmish. But yeah, Canada is Michigan. With
Yeah,
an accent.
the local,
He lives
my
like
local field owner actually gets out there every now
Maryland,
and then for
Is that where
D-Day.
Marysville.
Yeah, dude, it's definitely fun. But you got anything else good for us? It was cool having someone that's not from the states actually like talking to us. It's different. It gives us a different point of view.
Yeah, it's good to actually see how the sport actually grows and evolves elsewhere. But basically, the only real thing is, if you want to see how Aussie paintball plays,
Oh,
really,
that's-
there's
it's for
a Super
Jack.
Sevens
Okay.
paintball
Hi, Jack.
live stream. It was last week or whatever, but you can always watch the archive online.
Fair enough. Gotcha. And then I actually do have one question. I like that this is turning a question for you. Does everyone actually say mate all the time there?
Oh my god.
That's like such a stereotype.
Not everyone, but I do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
That's dope. I was gonna say because
Yeah.
like every Australian movie or like we have Outback like steakhouse commercials, which is supposed to be like Australia.
So bad.
They're like, "Hi, mate, you want to come get a steak?"
Dude, it's, yeah, that's really accurate.
They
Yeah.
say like
I've
mate
seen
like
those
10
commercials.
times. But
Yeah, I want to slap everyone in those.
Good.
Hey man, they got really good bread.
They do.
Outback
No,
is
dude,
good
I love
bread.
do you
bread.
guys have
Bread's
like
phenomenal.
American restaurants like, "Hey, you guys want to be fat and come eat this deep fried burger?"
Like one burger, you get diabetes.
We do.
Hey, well,
Do
yeah,
you really?
Yeah, we've got Memphis Barbecue Pit. What are the other ones like?
We've got Hungry Eater. Is it Burger King?
Yeah, Burger King.
Well, that's just a standard restaurant.
yeah,
we got
that's-
that here too.
Yeah, I suppose they're kind of everywhere.
Oh my god, guys,
The-
it's Goldilocks.
And Jen just pointed out something
Solid,
interesting.
dude.
The thing about
Solid, dude.
us saying mate all the time
Hey, what's up?
is
Okay.
Australia is a place
Stop.
where you call mates cunt and you call cunts mate.
Fair enough. But hey, well, thanks for calling in. It was definitely fun having
we
someone.
ended up asking you like 50 questions. but
Yeah, it
that's
was
all right.
definitely fun getting like a point of view from someone else. So
Hey, if you ever call again, we'll promise not to berate you with questions. And
yeah,
you can
we'll,
ask us.
we'll answer your questions next time.
I can sell you my.
Yeah, man,
you
it's
already
all
got the offer.
All right, hey, thanks so much for calling in. We'll catch you next time. Thanks for calling.
All right, see you, buddy.
All right, bye.
Catch you later.
We forgot about the other kid.
No, we asked some questions.
What other kid?
One of there's two people on the line.
No, we talked to him.
Carlos
Did he
hung up.
leave?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
we switched.
Yeah, Carlos
All
hung up.
I think we're
I think
about
we're
done
good.
with this.
Yeah, I think we're
Shane
good.
just got here, but we're losing people, and we want to eat pizza. So
Yep.
hey,
Okay.
Dude, Shane,
it's
say
not
hi
even
to
a
the live
hot and
stream.
ready, dude.
What is up, people?
But
Yeah. Stay tuned for next week for
we have
episode
someone
5.
about a French prostitute. Tune in next week, Will. We'll get you next week.
All right.
Hey, Felicity, talk to me on Snapchat. We'll talk. We'll figure something out. We'll
All
figure
right.
something out. Hit me up.
Hey,
All right.
Bye bye.
Deuces.
Adios.
My ass is